We're on.
Meeting called to order. This is the Oakland Borough Council meeting of March 11th, 2025. Would the clerk please read the statement of compliance?
This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Law, duly announced, advertised, and posted in the municipal building. The meeting will adjourn at 10 p.m. unless the majority of the council members that are present vote to extend the time.
All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Councilman Pignatelli, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mayor Kamala,
Present.
Council President McCann,
Here.
Councilman Pignatelli,
Here.
Councilwoman Rose,
Here.
Councilman Saliani,
Here.
Councilman Slasinski,
Here.
and Councilman Talamini.
Here. Okay, going on to the mayor's report. I have several things. Number one, I'm sure everybody's been watching the last couple of days. We had budget hearings or meetings on March 5th and 6th. That's currently airing on public access and on YouTube. We had all our department heads. We had our fire department chief, police department chief, DPW chief, library, administration went through the entire budget over the course of 2 days. It's really informative for the residents of the community to really understand where the money is going and the services that you're being provided. We are going to be introducing the budget today. The other piece of business I have is the Veterans Banner Program, where we're going to put the veterans banners along the downtown corridor. The deadline is March 14th. It's March 14th is the last time to get the order in for this year, so we can get those banners printed and put up through the downtown. And the latest update on the Patriots Way Bridge, up in the reserve, I'm happy to report that the end walls have been completed. They've removed the forms. The deck pans have been installed across the entire surface. And currently they are working on caulking all the seams between the deck pans and the rest of the steel. And they're going to be backfilling the side walls after that, which are the approaches to the bridge. And from then, after that, they're going to be installing all the rebar across the deck area. So that's kind of where we are right now, and probably a 30-day look going forward. And with that, do I have a motion to open to public?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody from the public wish to address the council?
Okay, you guys can go first.
Okay. Hello. Sheila Boylan, 16 Walnut Street. My official business tonight is for the Shade Tree Commission. Mayor, we have talked about, and I already sent you quite some time ago, information about culling the deer. The Shade Tree Commission is very concerned because, we're losing a lot of trees due to diseases, etc. There's nothing coming up. The saplings are, because the deer are eating them. The deer are eating everything. There's nothing in my yard lower than this, and sometimes they're on their hind legs trying to get the rest. That's my problem as a homeowner, but as the town, we really need to try to save what we have as, I don't know, it's not forest anymore, but woods, etc. and so that is a major concern of ours as the Shade Tree Commission. The hunting season for the deer is September through February, so we are out of it for this year. But we do have to look at making some kind of plan for next hunting season, starting in September. It can only be done by bow hunting. There's no shooting them, etc. You don't need a lot of people. I did have, I gave you a whole lot of information.
We received an official correspondence from the Shade Tree concerning this.
Yes. Oh, well, the last meeting, they said, okay, you're in charge of Bambi, you go take it to the council. They're a hazard to people on the road. They're just so overpopulated. And at least if we hunt them, somebody's going to eat the meat. Somebody's going to, if the hunters, my cousin is the mayor in Florham Park. They only have 5 guys or people who bow hunt the deer, and they take the meat. At least something's, it's rather than have it hit in the middle of the road and rotting there, and if it's on the highway, good luck for when the state comes to get it. So we'd like to see if we can get that in gear for next year, for September. And I don't know if we need to make more of a committee or what we have to do that.
So I will, as your committee has sent us a correspondence.
Yes.
I will be attending the next Shade Tree Commission meeting and see if we can figure something out or do a presentation to the public and really educate
I
people.
mean, not for them, they're at this point, hey, my father, when I was a kid, had a pet rat. He was the sweetest, smartest critter. But if you live in New York, you're not gonna say you like a rat. There are too many of
Why are you
them.
looking at the lawyers when you say that?
Maybe. But, yeah, and I have a couple other questions that have nothing to do with Shade Tree. What's happening with the application for that recycling plant on West Oakland?
We have,
Has that been kerfuffled or, still in the works?
Mr. Gilson?
I
The
have people,
application is not moving forward at this time, and we don't have any reason to believe that it will move forward at any time.
I have people ask me all the time, what's going on with that?
The county had asked them to supply additional information where they would not continue to consider the application, and that information was not provided within the timeline. And we're talking about 9 months, not like the timeline ended last week.
Okay, so it's still in the works, sort of.
No, I won't go as far as to say they could never reapply, but it's been dismissed as of now.
Okay, all right.
That's
I
good
might-
news.
Huh?
That's good news, right?
I hope so.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm not sure
Right.
if I understand what that is. Oakland drugs?
Wokeland Drug?
Anything?
The
They
The
took
old
the
building?
signs
Yes,
The
off.
old building.
Yes, we've actually had a meeting with the property owner. We're expecting an application coming from the planning board in the next couple of months so that that project can take off.
What exactly are we planning to put in there?
We will find out after that application is presented to us.
I can't believe the hotels are holding on to that property all this time.
Well, we're not here for discussion, but
Okay, I'm
Okay.
just, that was the question. Okay, and I am wearing proudly my team tennis shirt, and I want to thank the council and everybody for taking care of the courts and doing that for us. The other thing is, when are they gonna unlock them? It was 60 degrees, we could have played out there today, we couldn't get in.
okay.
Just asking.
Well, we have, don't forget.
I don't play in the winter. A lot of
I
men
got
say,
you.
why is it locked?
Okay. Anything else?
Okay.
Thank you.
That's it.
Next.
Good evening, my name is Bernice Bozan. I'm an
Can
open
you
resident.
speak up? I couldn't hear you.
So sorry,
It's okay.
Bernice Bozan.
It's
is
my
name.
age, it's not you.
It's probably my accent too. I've lived in Oakland for the past 10 years and I am a partner of Doc Watson's Irish Bar
So
and
we just
Restaurant.
need an address of where you live.
I live, Walton Avenue, 53.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. And I'm a owner of Doc Watson's, and that is going to be located at 20 Elm Street. You're going to see that on your agenda tonight regarding the plenary license. The OWs, yes. So just to kind of introduce you, tell you a little bit about what we plan to do there. We're a family-friendly casual restaurant. Irish, as you can tell by the accent. We're planning to do lunch and dinner daily. At some point we'll introduce a weekend brunch, not straight away. As I'm sure some of you know, we've been there before. We have a nice little atrium area. We plan to allow people to host private parties, small gatherings, retirement parties, birthday parties, that type of thing. We've done a few little minor upgrades inside. We've put in some nice new TVs. So come fall, we'll have the NFL ticket. We'll show all kinds of sports, and that's pretty much about us. We've been in business for the past 20 plus years in the city. We have a location on the Upper East Side, also called Doc Watson's. It's your local staple. That's basically what it is. That's what we're planning to do here in Oakland. We're very excited to open. We're very excited for everyone to come, try the food, hang out and have a good time, hopefully. And that's just it. I just wanted to introduce myself and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, yeah.
It's right here on the agenda, 2585, so.
That's the one.
Anybody else, sir?
My turn.
Sorry.
Evening, that's all right. Hi. So my name's Mike Mulhern. I own Mulhern Belting up in Bauer Industrial Park, 148 Bauer Drive. Been there freaking forever. So
That's a good thing.
there was nothing up there when we started. But anyway, so the reason I'm here is about tax assessments. I have a tax assessment that was done in 2022, 2023, 2024. I have appealed every single one of those. None of them have been resolved yet. And now you guys are planning on doing it in 2025. So I'm not opposed to tax increases. What I am opposed to is just not responding and taking care of appeals. I don't think that's nice or right.
I agree.
In September 26, 2024, I sent a certified letter to Scott. I'm probably mispronouncing his name.
We know him.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I never heard back. I never got a letter back. I never got a phone call. Never got an email. Essentially saying what I'm just saying here. I filled out all the paperwork in a timely fashion for your tax assessments in 2022, 2023, 2024. My attorney says that you guys, the holdup is Oakland. I don't know if that's true. I have no way of knowing that. You know, this has been going on for years. Last tax assessment I did was in 2010, and you guys resolved it in, you know, a matter of 7 or 8 months, which I think is a timely fashion. So I'm just here to ask for advice or someone to help me out why this is taking so long.
Could you just leave your name and information with the
Leave it
clerk?
clerk.
And we'll,
Yeah,
we'll get back in.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
want someone to talk to me,
That's
talk to my
fine.
attorney so I can move forward.
What's your attorney's name?
I don't talk to him very much because he never gets done. Garippa, Lots, and Guillermo.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm happy to.
We'll definitely get back at you.
Yeah, that'd be fabulous. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else wish to address the governing body?
Sure.
Sir?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Joseph Dowd. I live on 21 Hiawatha Boulevard. I recently purchased a house, not too recently, about 3 years ago. It's my first home. My fiance and I have moved into the house, and it comes to my knowledge that there is a home that was recently purchased on Mohegan Avenue, or street or road, whatever have you, that is a recovery house for certain people that have certain addictions, and a couple of my fellow neighbors and friends that live in the area are having a hard time with it because we purchased a house in this area because it's supposed to be a nice, clean neighborhood to have kids, to raise the kids, and you know, I'm all for, you know, everybody recovering and getting well. However, I don't think this is the place to do it. So I just want to bring it to everybody's attention that maybe you guys, if you could, please look into it and see if there's anything that can be done. Again, I just want to reiterate, I would love for everybody to be clean and everybody to have a beautiful, healthy future in life. But I do not think, you know, with the premiums that we pay to live in this type of area, especially me being a 35-year-old male, first-time home buyer, that this is something that, you know, we should, you know, deal with here, especially paying these premiums. So that's all. Again, my name is Joseph, and I appreciate all of your time.
Joseph, can you spell your last name?
Yes, D as in David,
Yes.
A-O-U, D as in David.
David Dowd.
If you don't leave, if you stick around for a little while, I'll talk to you
Sure.
after the meeting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just so you know, I have received numerous emails concerning this. And I'm going to read a statement right now
Yep.
for the public.
Please.
It says, "The Oakland Council had an emergency meeting convened by Mayor Kamal on Friday, March 7th, 2024, this past Friday. Mayor Kamal called an emergency meeting to address citizen concerns about an apparent new type of business operating in Oakland.
Right.
Okay, the council and mayor discussed reports from numerous citizens expressing concerns about this business. The mayor and council determined that this matter warranted a full review by outside counsel."
Okay.
Okay? The review will determine how was the approval of the business to operate was granted, number one. Number two, what was the timeline, who was notified or consulted, and who made the decision of this approval? Number three, what parties were involved or consulted regarding the approval? Why wasn't the mayor and council, zoning board members, and planning board members notified? What borough or state policies were followed, and do they need to be revised? And the mayor and council have directed the attorneys selected to complete a comprehensive review of all processes and policies concerning this situation to make a full report to the Oakland governing body. Due to the sensitive matter of this process, the mayor and council will have no further comment on this matter until they've looked into this and this is complete. The final results of the investigation will be available to the public as permitted by law for review. So
Okay.
we are aware of it, and we're
And I'm sure, and with respect to all of you, I'm sure that you guys have been getting many complaints
We have.
about it. It is something that's alarming to us, you know, and again, I haven't been in town like maybe these, you know, people here and, you know, my fellow neighbors and everybody else. But it is, again, and with respect, you know, we do pay a premium to live in these types of towns, not to deal with certain issues, you know, and again, I just want to reiterate, I would love for everybody to live a long, healthy life, and I have no problem with everybody, you know, doing what they need to do in order to do so. But I just think this is the wrong place to do it, you know? That'll be all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'll talk to them.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Anybody else wish to address the governing body?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Mayor Kamal, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. I'm Elif. This is
Shadia Selda Dindler.
So we're here for a positive reason. We were hoping that we can add a new event to Oakland's event calendar. And we were hoping that we can initiate a annual ceremony, a moonlighting ceremony to set off the beginning of Ramadan. Much like our Christmas lighting ceremony, we thought this would be a nice event to bring our families together, our communities together, and we wanted to bring it before you and see what your thoughts are.
Thank you so much. We will take it, we'll discuss it. And is it over for this year, I take it?
Well, we're day 11 today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
So this would be for next year.
Yes, absolutely for next year.
Yeah, it's a little too late.
Okay. No, we'll certainly look into it. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
I just want to piggyback.
Sure.
Sure, again.
So we're the only ones in the flow that don't participate in any type of lighting. So Franklin Lakes does it, Wyckoff does it. It would just be nice to have that sort of acceptance, and I think it's a nice way to bring people together of different faiths, like a Christmas tree does.
Yeah.
So
Could you email me with all your contact information?
Yes, absolutely.
Terrific. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Have a
coming.
good night.
You too? Thank you.
Anybody else from the public wish to address the governing body? Not seeing it, do I have a motion to close?
Motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I have approval of minutes. February 25th, 2025. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Not seeing any? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. March 5th, 2025, budget meeting minutes. Well, actually, we'll do this together. March 5th, 2025 budget meeting minutes and March-
You gotta do them separate, because
separate, okay.
Russ wasn't out
Okay.
of the meeting, so.
March 5th, 2025 budget meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to introduce?
So moved. So moved.
Second?
Second?
Okay,
Any-
who said first? Was that
You said
him?
first.
That was, who was that, John, or was it Kevin? I couldn't,
It was
it
Kevin. Me. It was Kevin.
was Kevin, okay. And then the second was Russ. Okay, sorry.
Any discussion?
No discussion.
Not seeing any? All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
One abstain. We have the March 6th, 2025 budget meeting minutes.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Carol Ann. Any discussion? Not seeing any? All in favor?
Abstain.
Mr. McCann abstains. All right, we have special announcements and raffles. We have Number 1 is authorized raffle license RL1540 for the Everyday Heroes Dog Rescue for a raffle on March 30th, 2025 for the care of dogs in the organization. Medical foster supplies to run the rescue till adopted at Portobello's 155 Ramapo Valley Road, Oakland, New Jersey. The second was authorized raffle license RL1541 for Everyday Dog Heroes Rescue for a 50/50 on March 30th, 2025 for the care of dogs in the organization, medical foster supplies to run the rescue till adopted at Portobello's at 155 Ramapo Valley Road. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? All right, I have an appointment. I'd like to appoint Jody Graffredo to public events. This is with mayor and council approval.
I would nominate that.
Nominate that.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations, Jody, you're on the public events committee. Okay, we are moving to the budget. What I'd like to do with this, before we go through the exercises, I'd like to throw this to the Borough Administrator, CFO, to just educate the public on the process of what we're voting on so they really understand what we're doing.
Sure. David, you're joining us this evening. How will you take this one?
So the budget process is for tonight, it is just introduction. Following adoption of the introduced budget, it will be posted for the public. It's available at Borough Hall. So if you're looking for a copy, you can get a physical copy. You can go to our website and you can get an online copy. In April, on the
April
8th, we'll be having the adoption meeting and public hearing. So if you have questions or input, I can come back on the 8th, and then we'll be opening to the public to get input and discussion on the budget. After that, we adopt and we can continue the business of running government.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from the governing body? Not seeing any. All right, so this is ordinance introduction, 25 Code 962. An ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank pursuant to NJSA 40A:4-45.14. Do I have a motion to introduce?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Roll call.
Councilman McCann? Yes. Are you voting on the introduction of the budget? Okay. Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Okay, final adoption of public comment will be on April 8th after 29 days, correct, Mr. Coons?
Cap
28
rate
days.
is just for standard ordinance.
Yep.
It's the 28 days between the budget introduction tonight and the final adoption on April 8th.
Okay. Next, we're going to do 25, 102, 103, and 104 as one consent with a roll call vote. So 25, 102 is resolution to extend the adoption date of the 2025 municipal budget. Numbers 25, 103 is certification of compliance with the EEOC employment guidance. And 25, 104, resolution authorizing fiscal year 2025 budget to be read by title only. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Not seeing any. Roll call.
Council President McCann? Resolution 102 to 104?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Okay, we are up to 25, 105.
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
Okay, we have the following resolutions. We have 2585, authorized person-to-person liquor license transfer. We have 25106, authorized recreation refunds. We have 25107, authorized refund of taxes for the Smyrna Group. 25108, authorized refund of taxes, ProCap 8 LLC. 25109, authorized refund of taxes, Tri-Stone Capital Assets LLC. 2510, authorized shared services agreement with North NWA for 25112, authorized contract Jerome Avenue Sewer Improvements Phase 2. 25-113, authorized contract for IT network licensing. 25-114, 2025 Q2 temporary budget. 25-115, renew license of borough property adjacent to 42 Riverside Drive. 25-116, resolution authorized submission of a request for fiscal year 2026 congressional directed spending to U.S. Senator Cory Booker and U.S. Senator Andy Kim for PFA treatments for the Soons Wells Field. And 25-117, authorize the hiring of Kathy Elston for legal review of borough procedures for licenses and permits issuing, including engagements of experts as needed. Does anybody wish to have any pulled out?
Yes.
Which one would you like to pull out?
25-116.
116. Anybody else? Not seeing. Do I have a motion as a consent agenda for everything but 25-116?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Council President McCann?
Question?
Consent agenda?
Yes.
Thank you. Councilman
Has there been anyone polling from?
One pull, 116.
116.
116,
Which one was that?
congressional spending.
Okay.
Okay. Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
All right, we're at the 25-116. Councilman Pignatelli, questions?
Yes, if my memory serves me correct, in what I was reading from Mr. Coons, this is an application for, I believe, a little over $13 million for the PFAS treatment.
Oh, God, I hope it's not that much money.
No.
No, it's, total applications for $4.4 million. That's about a $3.7 estimated construction cost, and then the balance of that would be potential
So
soft costs.
over $4 million.
$4.4 million, yes.
Since this is a congressional directed spending, I encourage people to contact their congressman, especially
Senators.
Mr. Gottheimer.
Senators.
These
not
applications
our
in
person.
particular
He's not our
are
person.
going
He's not our person, no.
to senators.
That's right, he used to be, right?
It's Holly
Booker and
Shapizi
Kim.
and
that's-
No. This is U.S. Senator Kim
U.S. Senator.
and Booker. This is a senatorial directed spending.
So if anyone out there communicates with those two senators, please encourage them to consider our application. It's very important to the town. It obviously is a pretty big sum of money, which would be nice to get a congressional grant for that.
Yep.
Thank you.
And just so you know, this came across my desk about a week ago, and we did make this application last year. Unfortunately, we did not get it.
Yes.
So we decided to reapply to both senators as a federal directed spending, because right now we are going for funding through the CAP Act. Mr. Coons, is that correct?
Yes, that's what we're also still pursuing.
Yep.
And that would carry some amount of capital forgiveness with it, but it would not cover the entire cost.
Yep. Okay. Any further questions?
No.
Do I have a motion to approve 25-116, resolution authorizing submission of request for fiscal year 26 congressional directed spending to U.S. Senator Cory Booker and U.S. Senator Andy Kim for PFOA treatment for Soons Wells Field?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman President McCann? Authorizing submitting a request for congressional spending. Your proof. Thank you. Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
All right, we're up to adoption of, Councilman McCann? Councilman McCann?
Yes.
We have some ordinance. We need you back here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, we're up to the following ordinances. We have 25 Code 960, ordinance amending Chapter 9-2 entitled Municipal Tennis Court and Athletic Fields. This is the final hearing, open for public discussion.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have Talamini and Saliani.
Yep.
Do we have any discussion from the council?
So let me, there was just a lot of discussion about the fees for the tennis courts, and it went back and forth, and we had a couple questions about the previous fees, and we came up with the $1,200, and everybody seems fine for this year. And then going forward, we're going up to, what was the final number?
It would be
2,000.
2,000 for next
2,000.
year. You would see that included in a fee adjustment ordinance that we would do late in the year.
Okay, so after discussion with the tennis people and the rec and CFO and our administrator and the council people, we came up with the 12,000 for this, 1,200 for this year, and then 2,000 going forward.
So you're making a motion to amend the ordinance?
Yes.
Do I have a second on the amending the ordinance?
Second.
Is there any other discussion from the members? All right, this is just a roll call for amending the ordinance?
Right. Council President McCann?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
And Councilman Talmini?
Yes.
Okay, now that we've amended it, now I'd like to open to the public for anybody who wishes to talk about 25 Code 960. The motion open to public?
So moved.
Have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody from the public wish to talk about tennis fees?
Since I'm wearing my team tennis shirt, and I was a treasurer for many years, we never paid to use the courts, and now we're paying not just to use the courts for team tennis, but also badges. And the badge price has gone up as well.
Yes.
Does football or baseball, they pay for the fields? Do they pay to use the fields?
Yes, there is a cap fee.
How much does football pay to use the rec fields?
I don't know if you want to.
I don't think we're going to have a back and forth on this.
Well, I mean, if we're paying all this, like I said, I was the treasurer for years, we never paid to use the courts. And that's only been in the last few years.
I've been on council for 15 years. We've had
Well,
badge
I don't know.
a long time ago.
I'm not 100% sure because it was quite some
I've been on
time when I
council
was the
15 years. I
treasurer.
remember badge fees.
Well, badges, yes,
Yes.
but that's always been. But then, as the Oakland team tennis has to pay a fee to use the courts.
Are there outside people using it? Are any of the teams not residents of the town?
Yes, but they buy badges. Anyone who's involved in Oakland team tennis has to buy a badge.
Mhm.
And the fees are different for in-town, out-of-town seniors, etc. But on top of that, we also pay, but I'm asking, do football, baseball, soccer also pay to use the fields?
Yes, $12 per individual on top of what they have to register for the sport. They pay also $12 for every person that's involved in that sport for the, we call it cap fee, for utilizing the field
Okay.
and maintenance.
All right, so
So the answer is yes.
it equitable?
I think so.
I'm just asking because, like I said, I mean, this is somewhat new to me. But then I've been around for a long time, so what do I know? Yeah, it's just, I hate to see the program go down because of the costs. You know, it's been around for years. I have people in town I know forever, and some of them gone, but whatever. But, you know, and if we can't afford this, it just seems like it's a lot to me.
Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Anybody else wish to address concerning this ordinance? Do I have a motion to close?
So moved.
Second.
Do I have a roll call for 25 Code 960?
Council President McCann?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
All right, we're up to second ordinance is 25 Code 961, amend Borough Code CH-27 and 29. This is to move the access for all committee as part of public events. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
You gotta go to the public.
Well, I'm going to approve it, then open it up to the public, right?
No, you open to the public and then you approve.
So motion to open to the public,
Oh, okay.
then we do the
I'm sorry.
approval.
Have a motion open to the public.
So moved.
Do you have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody from the public wishes to talk about 25 Code 961? Not seeing anybody? Motion to close?
So moved.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're up to 25 Code 961, amend Borough Code CH 2-7 and 2-9. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Saliani and Pignatelli?
Yep.
Roll call.
Council President McCann?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
All right, we're up to work session. We have no work session. Does anybody have any new business from the governing body? Not seeing any. Anybody have any old business?
Yes, I wanted to bring back, so I know that we were monitoring the Burger King property and they had time to start construction. Do you know where we are in that process?
We have a planning board meeting on Thursday, and we will be bringing it up to their attorney again, and I can report back to you at the next council meeting.
Thank you, Mayor.
Anybody else? Not seeing any? All right, we're up to Borough Council and Committee Liaison Reports. I think we'll start to my left. Councilman Rose.
Thank you, Mayor. Let's see. The Arts Committee has met on February 26, 2025 at 7 p.m. They will be doing their outdoor market. It will begin in May and run through November. They'll probably do the scheduling a little bit different. Instead of every Saturday, they're going to do probably twice a month. But yeah, that's going to be in order. Should be probably before Mother's Day opening. They have a mural unveiling with on June 7th at the rec center. I think it goes in line with the Fever Pitch. There's an open mic night series at Real Brave. Next one is scheduled for March 28th. They have a juried art exhibition and sale at the Oakland Public Library. The spring exhibit, Verse and Visual, is April 1st and runs through May 18th. They have an open reception and poetry reading on April 3rd from 5 to 7 at the library. Their next meeting will be March 17th at 7 at the Oakland Senior Center. Shade Tree Committee met on March 3rd, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. For Arbor Day, the committee has established an Adopt a Tree Junior for students. Residents can pre-register for a tree. The committee will also provide a tree guard and a stake. So far, 7 students have signed up and 8 residents. Any remaining trees will be given out on Sunday, April 27th at the Oakland Public Library from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The forester has issued 13 permits in January, resulting in 19 trees to be removed with 13 to be replaced, and there are 68 inspections. Their next meeting is Monday, April 7th, 2025 at 7:30 at the Municipal Building. And that's it.
Thank you so much. Councilman Slasinski?
Thank you, Mayor. From the Green Team, the Flow Green Film Series will be starting in April. Also, keep an eye on the Borough website for flyers about upcoming events. The Green Team and the Environmental Commission have team up to clean up April 26th, and the Styrofoam Drive will be on May 17th. The group continues to seek volunteers, and if you're interested in joining and helping out and learning about these upcoming events, their next meeting is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in the Senior Center. From the library, over the next few weeks, they will have all of their weekly story times for children scheduled, as well as children's yoga on Saturday at 10 a.m. Registration is required. On Saturday at 11 a.m., they will have the art class with Maddie. Registration is required. The toddler dance party is next Friday, 3/21 at 11 a.m. Also, registration is also required. For the adults, they will host a new art series on Monday nights at 6:30 p.m. for the rest of the month called Arty Time. Registration is required. Each week, students will paint a different subject. They would also like to remind everyone about Freegal Music, the new free online streaming service that not only allows you to stream over 15 million songs, you can find out more information about this by either calling or looking at the OPL website. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Councilman McCann?
Just with regard to the administration committee, the borough again met with the PBA. I was not present at that meeting. We had a full report. Negotiations for a new contract are ongoing, and that's it.
Thank you. Councilman Saliani?
Thank you. So we'll start with the OCC. Mayor, as you referenced earlier in tonight, there are 2 budget meetings held in Borough Council. Will be broadcast live on Oakland TV. Budget meeting 1 will go on at 7 a.m. on a daily basis, and budget meeting 2 will go on at 12:30 p.m., and those meetings will run until April 8th. All of the committees that you'll see are looking for volunteers. Anticipate an active year. However, volunteers are especially needed for the newsletter committee, welcome website, social media committee. If anyone is interested in joining the OCC for one of these committees, the television committee, bulletin board committee, newsletter committee, or the welcome website and social media committee, please contact myself, Councilman Saliani, or email the OCC at oakland-newjersey.org to learn more. The Bulletin Board Committee continues to accept original music compositions to add into the music rotation for Oakland TV. If interested, please email Oakland, New Jersey Bulletin Board at gmail.com with your interest and questions you may have. Again, it's Oakland, New Jersey Bulletin Board at gmail.com, and New Jersey is NJ. The Television Committee would like to remind residents that we have begun to broadcast Bergen County Commissioner meetings in an effort to bring additional transparency to government. These meetings will air every day on Oakland TV at 6:30 a.m. and 10 p.m. Recordings of the meeting are received the day after each Commissioner's meeting occurs and are usually scheduled by our Director of Programming within a few days of receiving it. The Television Committee once again is entering into this year's Jersey Access Group JAG Awards after coming in first place for multi-camera council meeting last year and winning other awards of recognition for other submitted programs. This year, the submitted entries include Memorial Day Parade, the April 30th, 2024 council meeting, and the opening of Great Oak Park's Pavilion, and the April 2024 dump update. Oakland TV remembers Fred C. Burks and Oakland's Dutch Christmas. I want to wish them the best and hope they come back with more certificates and trophies for their committees and commissions of the borough. And then also, the OCC is starting a nonprofit organization and is being established with the aim of assisting the communications community in the borough and raising money for projects that will enhance our communication to our citizens. If fundraising grant seeking is something of interest that anyone's worth for this nonprofit, Friends of Oakland Communication will be holding their inaugural establishment meeting at the Oakland Public Library on Thursday, March 27th at 6 p.m. All are welcome to attend. The next OCC meeting is May 5th at 7 p.m. For the public safety, we just want to walk through, with St. Patrick's Day coming, the acting Chief Keenan said that they'll be running rolling DWI stops this weekend in Oakland. So everyone be smart, be safe, and if you are going to drink and drive, use Uber or other methods, please do not drink and drive. And from the first aid squad for the February, the Chief Matt Goodrich gave me some statistics to share. In February, there were 45 calls for the first aid squad. 30 were assisting Oakland residents, 15 were assisting non-Oakland residents, and the first aid squad drove 1,075 miles. For public events committee met last night, and we discussed getting ready for the 2 big events that are coming on in the next 2 months. One, we will be having our Easter egg hunt on Saturday, April 12th at 10 a.m. over in Veterans Park. And then our Memorial Day Parade will be Sunday, May 25th. So anyone interested, please contact myself and I'll hook you up with the Public Events Committee to participate in those events. That's all I have, Mayor. One more quick thing. I want to thank the police chief, the fire chief, DPW, and also senior services, senior center for their budget presentation. I thought it was very nice of them they did a very good job transmitting what they do for the town. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Pignatelli.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I just have one update from the senior center. I had announced their St. Patrick's Day party, and they had a peripheral vascular disease luncheon today. The last event is going to be Intro into Genealogy presentation on March the 20th at 1 p.m. You can register by calling 201-405-7731. This will help you in tracing your family genealogy. So if you'd like to participate, March the 20th at 1 p.m. And that's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman.
Yes, so recreation, baseball and softball teams are being chosen. Parents will hear in a couple weeks what teams they have been selected for. That's pretty much it for rec. I want to say thank you to the television committee for doing such a good job of recording our meetings. I missed the budget meeting, and so I was able to watch it and get all receive all the information that I needed to be informed about this budget. You guys do a really good job. I just want to say thank you for that, and then thank you to Rich and David for all the work they do on the budget and how they keep us informed and keep our administrators informed on how to proceed with their budget and keep the taxes down. So thank you very much.
That's it. All right, we're up to bills to be paid. Councilman Soslinski, Chairman of Finance.
Bills to be paid, $400,668.54, so moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Which one?
Who's first?
Pat, I'll take Pat. He's right here.
Councilman Pignatelli. Okay.
Photo finish.
Roll call.
Council President McCann?
Yes.
Councilman Pignatelli?
Here, yes.
Councilwoman Rose?
Yes.
Councilman Saliani?
Yes.
Councilman Slasinski?
Yes.
Councilman Talamini?
Yes.
All right, so this concludes our council meeting today. Our next Borough Council meeting will be held on Tuesday, March 25th at 7 p.m. here at Council Chambers. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.